To cut the danshiki is really easy. You just follow the back measurement from the top down like that. So you cut the back from the top down. Now for the slits that will contain the placket in the center, you just take your 6 inches mark, you make your point. You can use 5 inches, 5.5 or 6. Then you make your cut to that point. When you get to that point, you make a diagonal arrowhead like that, 1/2 inch on both sides, and that would be what would actually make the fixing of the placket easy. So there is a piece that will be under the placket, and that piece is 1.5 inches wide and longer than either your 5, 5.5 or 6 inches. So that is the wrong face. You place it side by side like that, make a 1/2 inch stitch up until the arrowhead point. Then after you are done doing that, you turn that piece to the right face, making sure the sewing excesses is not altered. Then you fold on top like that, bend to cover that part and sew on the edge. And after you do that, for the placket, we actually folded a 1.5 inches folding like that. So it is really easy. I'll be going to the machine to show you how to sew that. So that's really easy. So that's just that like that. So for the placket, that's that. You just place it in the middle and you will sew, and I'll show you how to sew it in a way that the one that is supposed to be underneath it would also fit in perfectly. I'll be going to the machine to show you that. We are done with the front piece. Now to work on the back piece. The working on the back piece is basically the joining of the back piece and the front piece. So I use the piece to turn the neck of the back piece as well. But only this time I will not sew it down. Before I sew it down, I would actually use in between the piece and the fabric to join the front piece, and I'll be showing you how. I'll place the front piece in between the piece I use in turning the neck and the back piece itself. Like you see that neck of the front piece now, the neckline, I'll put it in between those two pieces on the left and also on the right side. So both are on the same edge right now. So the next thing I'll do is to place them in between each other like that. So I'll open up the back piece and the turning piece and turn it like that. Then after turning, I will make a half-inch stitch to hold all three pieces together from that neckline to the end. I'll do that for the left, and I would also do that for the right. The same thing I did for that side. I'll put it in between, use the other back piece to turn it like that, then make a stitch all through. And that is the way you join your front to your back piece. We've joined the front and the back through the neckline. So the other piece you see there is the folding for the downline. So that is the shoulder line. We've joined the front to the back piece. So I'll be joining the sleeve, then I'll be using that piece I folded on the side to create the downline. So you can see I've already added the folding of the downline, and that was 2 inches. I also added extra pieces for the side for the body. So the increment on the body, the body was initially the measurement of the back downwards. So there was additional increment of 4 inches, which was responsible for the body, and also excesses for the sleeve. I have another video on how I made this stripe trouser, so do well to check it out.